morning, Whalers, and welcome to the CBS Pulse. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Gabby. Today is Friday, October 24th, and it is a day 3. Today's broadcast is being sponsored by our friends at Sylvia Antiques, where they have spent 95 years buying and selling thousands of items, building lifelong relationships. They hold the island's greatest collection of Nantucket-related items, including the renowned lightship baskets, and also specialize in folk art, Americana, nautical, and decorative art.
All right. First, let's start with two huge belated birthday shout-outs to Mr. Corbett and Miss Beckford, who both just celebrated their 21st birthdays yesterday. And more importantly, a huge shout-out to Max Galt, who is turning 13 today. Have an awesome day, Max. A quick message from Mr. Horton. We want students to enjoy Halloween and be safe after school. However, Halloween costumes are not allowed in school during the school day next Friday. This is a district-wide policy that Superintendent Hallett will be sharing with parents from all three schools. An alternative is to wear orange or black or green or purple to show your Halloween spirit.
Our top story today has to be that Nantucket schools have done an outstanding job on MCAS this year. Students across grades 3rd to 8th have improved a ton. The area of most improvement, however, was science, which overall scores went up by 8% compared to last year. Also, this year, 74% of high schoolers passed the AP test, which compared to last year is a 5% improvement, and it is a 29% improvement over the past 4 years. So shout out to all the hardworking students.
In local news, the Coast Guard project involving navigational buoys. The U.S. Coast Guard paused a plan to remove dozens of navigational buoys from New England waters, which also includes several buoys near the island. They intend to do this since many people had switched over to GPS, but after receiving over 3,200 public complaints, they decided to think it through since removing these buoys could be a huge problem to small boats that still navigate traditionally. Now over to the sports desk.
Hey CPS, I'm Tiana. Now let's dive into our CPS sports. Today our football team travels to Brockton, hoping to pick up their 4th win. On Tuesday, the field hockey team beat Barnstable to improve their record to 5 wins and 2 losses. Now let's check out the high school sports. The undefeated varsity football team traveled to Dennis Yarmouth and beat them 49-22. Don't miss the homecoming game on Saturday and the homecoming bonfire tonight. The field hockey team won twice, first at home on Friday, second on the road with a score of 7-0. But yesterday they played to a tie. The volleyball team won their game last week 3-0 against the St. John Paul Lions, but they lost to Mashpee on Wednesday. Let's go, Whalers! In professional sports, our New England Patriots crushed head coach Mike Vrabel's former team, the Tennessee Titans, 31-13. Don't miss their next game on Sunday against the Cleveland Browns. The World Series matchup is now set with the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Don't miss the game 1 tonight. Notre Dame beat USC in a rivalry game last weekend 34-24. And of course, Alabama continues their winning streak after beating Tennessee 37-20. They now are ranked number 4 in the nation. So you know what we have to say.
Roll Tide!
Hello, Whalers! It's Spirit Week next week, and we're hyped. I'm Ben with Rafi, Jet, and we're from Student Council. Here's the lineup.
Monday, sports. Wear your favorite team jersey or colors.
Then we have Tourist Tuesday. Think vacation vibes. Hawaiian shirts, sunglasses, you name it.
Wednesday is Color Wars. 8th graders red, 7th blue, 6th green, and staff wear your favorite grade's color or your homeroom color.
Thursday, Famous Day. Dress as a celebrity, historical figure, or character.
Friday, Whaler Pride Day. Go all out in blue and white.
Prizes go to the students with the most creative outfits.
Be an epic Whalers!
Good morning, CPS. I'm Naya.
And I'm Jayla. And here's a quick update on all the fun things happening around the island this weekend. First, let's start off with the homecoming weekend festivities. That's right, tonight we'll be showing our Whaler Pride at the Pep Rally that starts at 6 p.m. in the football stadium. That will be followed by a pig roast and bonfire. Of course, tomorrow every field will be hosting sporting events.
This weekend, the Dreamland will be screening Pets on a Train, Black Phone 2, Springsteen, Deliver Me from No Here, and Shelby Oaks. Also, teachers, save the date. Next Friday, October 31st, will be their 5th annual Halloween costume party. Check out the Dreamland website for times and tickets.
The Nantucket Conservation Foundation's Fall Festival is back. This event has free hayride kids, a Nantucket show, live music, and fun for everyone. Plus, don't miss the spectacular bike race for the scenic Middle Moors trails. Visit the NCF website for more info.
Kids, save the date. Next Friday afternoon, the I&M annual Halloween parade will take place on Main Street. The stores will have plenty of candy, and the I&M will have the best costume contest, and pumpkin carving contest. Finally, teachers, don't forget about the live music at the brewery, Glasslight, and Chicken Box.
Hey CPS,
Okay.
I'm Equals, and I'm here with a pulse on politics. For each week, I bring you important, local, national, and world political news. Today, I have a special guest, Mr. Farrell, who is the 8th grade civics teacher, and he agreed to my interview. Hey, Mr. Farrell.
Hey, Nicholas. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the Pulse. The first question is, what is the government shutdown, and why does it happen?
All right, so the government shutdown is happening right now because they can't agree on a budget. We have a deficit, a debt of $37 trillion, and the government obviously doesn't want to continue to spend money and watch that number go up, but they just can't come to an agreement on how do we stop our spending. So that creates the shutdown.
How does the shutdown affect people like us and the things the government usually does?
Well, it doesn't affect people like us so much because when it shuts down, they have to cut positions, but they'll make sure that the funding is there for us. So, for example, air traffic controllers, they make sure that they keep their jobs and they're getting paid. They start with things maybe like National Park Service workers who aren't essential, right? But that might benefit someone who's going to go to a national. So, right now, we don't see it so much, but as it continues, you see deeper.
So I know this is our longest government shutdown yet. So how do the leaders make this situation stop, and how long can this shutdown last?
Well, it finally stops when both sides can come to an agreement on how we can get our spending, put the politics and power aside. So until they can get to that point, it's going to be a blame game, and we're going to be stuck in this shutdown.
All right, guys, fingers crossed that this shutdown ends soon. Okay, there, you have the CPS. Thanks, Mr. Farrell, for being on the Pulse with us
Thank
today.
you, Nicholas, for having me.
Bye.
In other news, one of Nantucket's main water pumps broke back in September and will currently have to be replaced at the cost of $150,000 to $200,000. Also, another one of Nantucket's wells, well 15, is closed for PFAS contamination. At the moment, the only wells supplying us are wells 12 and 13, which are in high demand and are keeping their tanks full. But a new well at North Pasture is being planned and constructed and may be ready in just a year.
Before we sign off, we want to remind everyone that next week is Spirit Week. For more information, check the posters around school. Other than that, have a safe and awesome weekend. Take care of yourselves and each other, and always remember,
Be kind to one another. Bye.